It's a cool August afternoon in the American West. Horseback cowboys and cowgirls pursue a band of horses in the rugged sagebrush country at the base of an Idaho mountain range. Looks like a scene out of the Old West, except for all the photographers and that drone up in the sky, capturing some aerial video.
This is fantastic. Awesome setting.
This beautiful setting is just another great photo op for the very fortunate few attending a Stoecklein photography workshop.
Incredible, actually. You couldn't have better, could you?
Photographers from beginners to seasoned pros come from all over the country to the Stoecklein family's Horseshoe Bar Ranch outside Mackay, Idaho, to hone their skills and learn new ones, while shooting a variety of great Western scenes, staged with real working cowboys and cowgirls, while getting one-on-one instruction from a pair of accomplished professional photographers. Brothers Drew and Taylor Stoecklein are carrying on the Western photography legacy and the workshops started by their father, David Stoecklein. Known as the photographer of the American West, David, who passed away in 2014, was an international advertising photographer for the biggest names in corporate America. But his true passion was the West. He spent 35 years photographing his Idaho ranching neighbors and cowboys and cowgirls throughout the West. Photography that produced dozens of acclaimed Western coffee table books, plus fine art prints, calendars, and more. Taylor and Drew grew up on the sets of advertising photography shoots with their dad, who put them to work.
And so we'd have different jobs, whether it's driving a car for a car commercial or holding up the reflectors or loading film. So we've been around it our whole life.
Today these young men are following their father's footsteps, although Drew at first had other ideas.
And I kind of went off on a different path and really didn't want to do what my dad was doing. And then the next thing I knew, I was living in Utah, working in the same restaurant that he used to do dishes at up at Alta. And then I was shooting photos and I was getting my film developed by his mentor that developed his film. And then on top of that, I was hanging out with all of his ski bum buddies that were ski bums back in the day, but now they're managers of the resort. So I was working with them to go get photos early morning. So at that point, I realized that I probably shouldn't fight the path and just go with it. So I want you to shoot like a 25th, 50th, 100th, and shoot all those different exposures. And then you can kind of figure out what sort of motion blur that you like.
The weekend seminars are offered about a dozen times a year. They include a pair of advanced intensive professional video courses using the RED digital cinema camera. But today, the focus is on still photography.
You cheat!
It's easy to take a lot of shots at this workshop. There's just so many great opportunities.
That's kind of scary.